Welcome back to another segment on lines, and let's get started. To successfully solve this problem, you need to know pretty much everything I've told you so far, but then there's something you need to know just a little bit more to solve this problem, right? So here's how you do it. We're told that there's a line segment with these are the ordered pairs. And what is the equation of the line that is perpendicular bisector of the line segment AB? So first, because we know the ordered pairs, we can determine the slope for line segment AB, which is slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And we know our ordered pairs are 5, -2, -3, and 10. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So that will be 10 plus 2 over -3 and -5. That will be 12 over -8. So this is 2 6, this is 2 4, this is 2/3 and 2 2's. So that will be -3 over 2. So this is the slope of line segment AB. So something you can do right away is, because the other line is perpendicular to line segment AB, that means the other equation should have a slope of negative reciprocal of the slope of line segment AB, so it will be 2/3, right? So you can write the equation for the new expression, or for the new line, as y equals 2/3 x plus c. Now comes the trickier part. If you simply use the answer choice to determine which one would have a slope of 2/3, you would see there's more than one correct answer. So obviously that's not going to help you. So here's where the idea of midpoint comes in, where you know the ordered pairs are 5, -2, -3, 10. So if you figure out the midpoint, then you know where the line is passing through. So midpoint for the x coordinate would be 5 minus 3 over 2, right? And this is for the x. And for the y coordinate is -2 plus 10 over 2. Remember, the midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. Simple as that. So that's 2 over 2, and this is 8 over 2. So that's 1, 4. So this is x, this is y. So now we know the point through which the line passes through. So let's go ahead and substitute that into this expression. So 4 equals 2/3 plus c. So that'll be 4 minus 2/3 equals c. That's 12 minus 2 over 3, right? So that's 10 over 3, right? That's the intercept. So let's go ahead and plug this back into the expression. So y equals 2/3 x plus 10/3. Because 3 is common multiple, we can do 2x plus 10, and that's equal to y. So 3y equals 2x plus 10, or 3y minus 2x equals 10. But I believe there is not one that matches this. However, if you shuffle it by multiplying by negative throughout, it's 2x minus 3y equals 10. Then we have a match, which is 2x minus 3y equals -10. So not only you have to know how to solve it, you also need to know how to do some basic manipulations to get the problem done. Line P is given by the equation y equals -x plus 4. Which of the following equation describes a line that's perpendicular to P? Now, what do we know about the condition that describes two lines that are perpendicular? The slope of one of the line is a negative reciprocal of the other, right? So since the first equation is already in its appropriate slope-intercept form, we know m is -1, okay? Negative reciprocal would be m equals +1, as simple as that. So y equals plus x, right? Plus x plus c, right? Right? Now, you may be wondering, well, I don't know what this is going through, so how do I know what the intercept is? That's where you use your idea of process of elimination. So we need to know, because m is 1, when you write mx plus c, m becomes 1, so I wrote it as plus x. So we know our slope is plus 1. Which of these equations will give you plus 1? That means that will be the answer. So y equals negative x minus negative 4 for the first choice. So that's out of question. This is already same as the top one, so that's incorrect as well. Y equals, again, negative x plus 4. That's incorrect as well. Y equals negative 4. Well, do we know really do we know for sure x is 0? We don't know that for sure. So that's out of question. So y equals x plus 4 is the answer because the slope is plus 1. Find the equation of the line that's perpendicular to x over 2 plus 3 equals y and passes through points 5, 6. So this is already written in an appropriate slope intercept form. So for this equation, we know slope is 1/2, right? So slope of the line that's perpendicular to the line that's given would be m equals negative 2. Think about it, reciprocal and negative, right? So the tentative equation of the new line is negative 2x plus c. And we know it passes through 5, 6. So we know x is 5, y is 6. So 6 equals negative 10 plus c, c equals 16. So y equals negative 2x plus 16, right? I believe we have a perfect match. So when you have a perfect match, you don't even need to bother to determine if the others are incorrect, okay, or correct for that matter. So this is the answer. What line is perpendicular to 2x plus 5, y equals 9, and it passes through 4, 12? This is very similar to the problem we just did, so I highly recommend you pause the video, work out the problem, and continue watching the video to see if you got it right. So we have an equation 2x plus 5y equals 9. And if you write it in the slope intercept form, it will be 9 minus 2x. So y equals 9 over 5 minus 2 over 5x. So we know slope is negative 2/5. This is for this equation. For a line that's perpendicular to this equation, the slope would be a negative reciprocal. It will be 5 over 2. So the new equation would be 5 over 2x plus c. And we know it passes through points 4, 12. So x equals 4, y equals 12. So 12 equals 5 over 2 times 4 plus c. This is 2. So 12 equals 10 plus c. C equals 2. So y equals 5 over 2x plus 2. But you see, it doesn't look like this. So all you have to do is simply multiply by 2 throughout. It will give you 2y equals 5x plus 4, or 2y minus 5x equals 4. And that's a perfect match for this choice right here. Solve a system of equation for point of intersection. I believe we've covered this similar concept in a different area. But when two lines intersect, the two y values should be equal, which means we can write x plus y equals 15 as y equals 15 minus x, right? Similarly, we can write x minus y equals 3 as negative y equals 3 minus x, y equals negative 3 plus x, or y equals x minus 3. Right? When two lines intersect, the two y values are same, which means 15 minus x equals x minus 3. So you can add 3 to both sides, which makes it 18, and you add x to both sides, which makes it 2x, so x equals 9, right? Points of intersection. So we can substitute x equals 9 in any one of the two equations to determine the value of y. So 9 plus y equals 15, y equals 6. So the points of intersection are 9, 6. Okay. Line A is perpendicular to y equals 2x plus 1 and passes through points 0, 1. Find the x-intercept. First, we have a lot of things that we have to do before we can even worry about the x-intercept, right? So we know y equals 2x plus 1 and it passes through points 0, 1, right? Find the x-intercept of line A. So this given line is 2x plus 1, right? So we know the slope of that line is m equals 2. What's the slope of line A? That would be negative reciprocal. So m equals negative 1/2, which means y equals negative 1/2 x plus c. And it passes through point 0, 1. So we know x equals 0, y equals 1. So 1 equals 0 plus c. So c equals 1. So y equals negative 1/2 x plus 1, right? So to find a x-intercept, we need to substitute y equals 0, which means negative 1/2 x equals negative 1, right? Or plus 1/2 x equals plus 1. Both are essentially the same. So x equals 2. Doesn't that make sense? All right, this will be the last problem in this video, but we have, I think, 3 or 4 more videos on this topic. So let's finish this one. In the xy plane, the equation of line n is negative x plus 8y equals 17. If line m is perpendicular to line n, what is the possible equation? It's a very straightforward problem. So we have line n, which is minus x plus 8y equals 17. So 8y equals 17 plus x. So y equals 17 over 8 plus 1 over 8x, right? So we know the slope of this line is 1 over 8, right? And line m is perpendicular to line n. So the slope is a negative reciprocal, which means n equals negative 8. So the equation is y minus 8x plus c. At this point, because we don't know what the line is going through, you just have to simply use your slope to your advantage to determine which one could be a likely answer. If you look at this one, slope is positive, out of question. This is negative 1/8x, that's out of question. This seems to work out, and this is incorrect. This is just incorrect all the way. So this is the answer. So this is the one that satisfies the slope of negative 8. So that completes this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you with another video on lines. Please stay tuned. Bye-bye.